Here's a nice little antiderivative involving sine and cosine. So for me, what I do is when I've got an integral with sine or cosine, I say, well, there's basically two possibilities. I'm either going to use u equals sine, or I'm going to use u equals cosine. And if you take the derivative on this one, the derivative of sine is cosine. And over here, the derivative of cosine is negative sine. And so the du has to show up in the problem. So then I look at the problem and say, well, does it have cosine of x times dx? No, this one has sine x times dx. So I should be using this one. So this one, maybe next time. For this, we let u equal the cosine. It's also good because this cosine is inside of a cube function. So I do want the u to be the inside part. So start by letting u equal the cosine of x. The derivative of that will be negative sine of x, and then times dx. And then this has sine of x times dx, and this has sine of x times dx. Perfect. The only thing is I need to move this negative sign. So either multiply both sides by -1 or divide both sides by -1. The result is the same. And now this is matching the original problem exactly. So I can say that means that the top will be negative du, and for the negative I'm just going to factor it out. And then this is u being cubed. All right, now I just need to find the antiderivative, so there's going to be negative, and then I'm going to rewrite u cubed. Instead of it being on the bottom of a fraction, I'll just rewrite it with a negative exponent. And believe it or not, we're almost done. Add 1 to the exponent, that's going to be a -2, and divide by that -2. So these negatives will cancel, and it's then going to leave u to the -2 over -2. Oops, I forgot I canceled the negative, so this is now a positive. And then plus c. Now there's just two things to do. One is don't leave a negative exponent in the answer. So this will become a u squared on the bottom. And finally, replace the u with cosine. So this will be a u squared on the bottom, which will become cosine squared on the bottom. So 1 will stay on top. The 2 was already on the bottom. Then cosine squared is on the bottom. And then put a plus c, and we're done.